Hello everybody and welcome to another MoisTea gaming video where we're going to be having a look at building our own tank company. Now this game is not fully out yet, or is it on early access, so the game is currently a little bit limited. However, we still can have a very good feel of what the game is about and how it's going to go forward. Honestly, I cannot wait for this to come out. I'm really excited for it. I actually want to have a proper dabble on it, but there's only so much that we can actually have access to currently, so I'll have to live with it. Player name is obviously going to be MoisTea, and the company name is going to be MoisTea Tankage. That will do me. Today I'm going to look like this smooth looking fella over here. And I'm going to have a dabble at doing that logo. Excellent. So this just tells you that it's not quite ready, but you can still have a look. So the story is you've inherited this company and all the buildings and everything else. And at this moment in time, no tanks exist. It's 1914. The war hasn't even started yet. You got all these different countries that will be willing to want to buy different vehicles and also get resources from. We are based in Britain. We're going to have a look at what we actually have. This is the research slot. You can have a look at some of the research. Currently we have the male Mark 1 already done, which I'll show you in a moment, and I'm going to want to have the female one, so we're going to get that going straight away. Get that on the go. To help them research that quicker, I'm going to need some more engineers. I'm going to have to buy some in. You can have, I believe at the moment, 40 in there, so I can go for 25, and then I want an extra 10 for other things which you'll see in a moment. We can stick the rest of them on there, so that is now at full capacity, but doing the research for the female turret, or wherever it's gone. There it is. The riveted slope sponson, or whatever it's called. There is a description there if you want to read it. Just pause it. I'm not going to read everything out to you, or we'll be here all day. This gives us access to other different bits of information and technologies which are useful. And now the technology is starting. Have a look at actually what we have. The warehouse, we've got storage for tanks and materials. We are going to need more material storage though, so I'm going to improve the amount of storage that we can have already by having the upgrade of material storage focus. Grab that straight away. It takes 14 days to implement, but it will give us an extra 20,000 material storage, so it's nearly an extra 50%. This room does look a little bit dodgy. Sabotage risk and accident risk is quite high, but it is what it is. We are going to want some more high carbon steel for the production of a couple of new tanks, so I'll order some of that in. High carbon steel. At the moment, prices are very good. There is no war going on. It's more of a case of who do you want to get the stuff from. I think I'm just going to order a boatload. We'll go for 10,000, and we'll probably get it from Turkey. It is cheaper, but there's a risk of some of it not getting here. Or we can go for the more expensive option from Sweden, but you do have more of it actually getting here. I'd rather pay the lower amount, because if we grab 6,500, that'll be 20,000. If we do it here, that'll be 13,000. We might get a little bit less of it if it doesn't arrive properly, but that doesn't matter, it'll be alright. Sure, we will survive, so we'll get some more of that in. Take about 8 days to get here. This is our cash up here. Need to keep an eye on that. And over here we have engineering. Engineering is important, and then you've got design. These are two very different things, but I will show you what the crack is. So in here you can design different bits of things. So really, this is the hull of a Mark 1. We've unlocked this in research, and you can add different things to it as you unlock more things in research. each individual component will increase or decrease certain stats. It will cost weight, it will cost materials, it will cost man hours to stick together, and it will cost money. So everything you add does have an impact. This is the generic stats for this particular hull. Not perfect, but this will be the basis for the very first tank in the game. I do know for a fact that the military are going to want a tank with some machine guns on it and with cannons on it. So we're just going to do a base design first. Remember, this is only the hull that we are operating here. I'm going to use a hull which I can use for both of those designs. So sticking a escape hatch on it will improve the reconnaissance of the vehicle. Hopefully we'll spot the enemy first. It does reduce the top thickness, but I don't think we'll be getting hit by the top. Unless artillery comes down on it, but I think that'll go through anyway. It will improve the crew comfort and improve the crew's safety. The comfort does actually help because that way your tanks actually get to the battlefield. The safety will obviously keep your men alive. If the tank armor is penetrated, this will help to get them, well, keep them alive. So for this very cheap one, we'll definitely have the escape hatch on. This is an interesting one, the tail wheel. This will improve the obstacle trench width that it can go over. The slope angle, which it can go through. The obstacle height step, which is again is all basically getting around. However, the transportability is drastically reduced. And it is quite heavy, but it is relatively cheap. So you can see the different stats here just by going off of that. Transportability is an important one, but it is better at going over things and trench width. So we shall see. I might just stick it on for what it is. Can't have any of these at the moment. We haven't unlocked them. This is the front mount. This will go in here. This is a... I'm not even going to try to say that. I'm going to have to do Dynacore ball mount. That will go in there somewhere. This will improve the crew awareness, the soft accuracy, so that will be MG fire, and the crew aiming. So all well and good stats. It reduces the crew safety a bit, but we've managed to claw a little bit back from the escape hatch, so that's not too bad. Should be able to shoot the enemy a little bit better. I haven't unlocked any of these, or any of them, or any of that. So we'll go for this for now. I just want to stick this on simply because I know that the trenches are going to be quite difficult to get through on the battlefield, so we might as well stick it on. Transportability, though, is quite annoying. We'll leave it on. We'll get 10 of the available engineers on it, and this will take 7 days to do. We'll leave them at that. Once they're on it, they can't be turned off it. Yep, so in a week's time, that will be available to us. So, now we've come out of here. Oh, wrong one. We go into design. This is where we actually design the tank. So all those different components that we make, so the hull, the turret, even the weapons, you stick them all together in here. So currently we need the hull design, and then we can make the other bits of stuff as well. And you'll see that it all comes together. And once you've stuck a tank together, you can then put it on trials, and then the not Admiralty, been playing too many naval games. The general staff will want to have a dabble. So if we look here, currently, you've got loads of information. Economy, military budget, everything. Contracts. It will all come a little bit clear. So they don't even have a doctrine available yet on how to use tanks and what kind of regiments that they want for it. So we're just going to have to wait, which is good because it gives us time to get some potential tanks together. Oh, good. Material prices are down. I wish we'd have bought that day after, but never mind. It is what it is. Oh, good. The research has been done. Excellent. Nice. So this will give us more things. I also think that the generals are going to want a smaller tank, so we better have a dabble at that. We'll get the chaser hull done. This will be a medium whippet tank. We can get that done. We'll also need to research the tanks for it, which is whippet running gear. And then probably this, which will be the riveted superstructure. Or we may not. That might come into the next lot of tanks. But we can get this chaser hull done first and see what happens with that. That'll be another 7 days. Here's the description if you want a quick read. Pause it. This will also give us lots more things like ammunition storage and other bits which can be very useful. We've also completed that Mark 1 tank, which is excellent. Oh, here we go. World War approaches. Yep. People are going to want tank designs, so we need to get on this quickly. So we're in the design section. This is the hull that we have just made. We have a centipede running gear that we can do with it. This was already pre-made though, so we're probably going to want to build a new one. We have the engine, which is inside of it, which we can probably also dabble. That MG at the front. And the turrets, we currently have a Mark 1 available. And you can stick some cannons in there. I do want to have a quick play though before we use these parts. I want to make my own parts, modified sections, giving us overall a better vehicle. And you've also got to put crew in it and everything else, which we'll get into shortly. So now we're in the engineering again. Going to want to have a look at the running gear. Let's try and have a dabble at this. Currently we just have this on its own, but we can improve upon it. These are the base stats for it. Mobility is quite high, maybe? I don't quite know. It's hard to say. I don't have a good judge. But I do like these. Tempered steel tranks. These improve the transportability by +4. The reliability of the running gear by +4. The cross-country speed, however, the repairability is a little bit low. But you get so much bonus for it. It is heavy, but it is marvellous. So we're going to go for one of them. Nothing else that we can really have a go for. There's this, which will improve going over obstacles and things and the reliability, but the repairability is down on it. But we can stick it on for what it is. We might as well. I mean, if it's not going to break down, that'll be okay anyway. We'll stick it on. We'll get... This will take 5 days, 10 engineers on that. Let's have a dabble. While we wait, we're just checking up on Britain. They currently still don't know what they want. We'll just have to wait. Ooh, we have our materials delivered. We lost 1,000 of them due to risky transportation, but that's okay. We can live with that. Oh, here we go. This is the favorability of tanks coming in. Probably going to get some tank contracts soon. Our centipede running gear is now complete. Excellent. So now that is going to be done. So let's have a look at the engine. Can we do anything with this? Reliability goes down with a handbrake, but it improves the mobility and the firepower. I'll debate that one. What else can we have on there? What's this? Spray carburetor. This will improve crew safety. No, we'll give that one a miss. I don't think it's worth it. The engine might be fine for now. I'm not just going to make a new one for the sake of that, because it does cost money every single time you do a design on these, so that'll be fine. Let's have a look at the secondary weaponry. Can we improve this machine gun? We can. Oh, we can go for a higher... Yeah, this is good. This is good. We'll stick one of them on. Don't think there's anything else that we can at this moment in time, so we'll get that done. That won't take long. That'll just be a day. Get that sorted. And there you go. That's that done. Now we can look at the cannon, which will improve aiming, hard accuracy. The reliability of the weapon goes down a bit, but everything else goes up, so I'll take that. And there's nothing else at this moment in time that we can actually use. We need more research. This will take 2 days to implement. Ooh, research done. The chaser hull is complete. Excellent. And now we're going to have to do a design for that as well at some point. Need the whippet running gear for it, so otherwise we don't have anything to stick it on. So we'll get that done immediately in a low track running gear. Get that done. That will take 8 days. And our building improvement has gone up as well. The warehouse stockpile has improved. We might as well get some more materials in. We're going to be using a lot of medium carbon steel, high carbon steel, and iron. We'll use some rubber, but not too much. Get some more of this in. The prices are very low right now, so we might as well get a lot of it in quickly as possible before the war starts. So this will be another, call it 4,000. I'm going to try and go for 20,000 of high carbon steel and 20,000 of the medium carbon steel and 10,000 of the others. So we need more of this. We get all of that. We'll lose a bit due to dodgy transport, but we'll get all of that. That costs around nearly 20,000, but we need it. We need it now while it's cheap. And then the medium carbon steel we can grab. We'll get it from China. That is cheaper. We'll go for 10,000. See what we come up with. That's another 14,000 quid down the road. But hopefully we'll be making money soon. Our £6 gun is done. Now we can think about what's going to be going in the turret pieces themselves now. We have a shell ejector, which is the rear turret thickness reduced, which is fine. Don't care about that. The rear is reduced. But again, we don't care about that. However, the comfort goes up, so we can have that. If the crew are comfortable, they will get more things done. So that is good. We can stick a door on as well. This will reduce the side thickness, increase the crew comfort, and improve the crew's safety. But the side thickness goes down. So if we have a look, side thickness is 6. I'm sure we'll survive. If it goes down to 4, we'll have to have a look. That's a very small door, not going to lie. That is incredibly small. Not sure what this is actually for, but someone might be able to tell me. Top, we can have a escape hatch, which improves safety, again, crew comfort and awareness, which is good. We need awareness for spotting the enemy. Now we can either stick a Dawson mount, or we can go for some of these ball ones. Now, having a look at it, these improve soft accuracy +1, crew aiming +1, and awareness is up a lot. Whereas here, the reliability goes down, but the crew aiming goes up, and the reliability goes up. Which I want more to do with the accuracy than actually shooting the enemy. So we'll go for these. The rest of them we can't actually use. Don't think this crew gear storage is going to help us too much. Awareness goes up, yeah, but the safety... Well, the safety goes up, the comfort just goes down 1. I think we'll survive. I don't think it gives us any more room to actually bung stuff on. But I could be wrong. I'll try it. See what happens. Normally you can stick 3 things inside. That'll be another 3 days. There we go, just like that. That is now done. We've got some materials delivered. Excellent. Oh, the tank corps is now formed in Britain. We need to have a gander at that shortly. We need a male now. Do these a little bit similar. We can go for a ejector. Oh, do we only have an option for one of these, actually? That's a little bit curious. Comfort goes up with that. Sides goes down with this, but the safety goes up. We'll go for more comfort. Get the shells out of the way. We'll have an escape hatch. The warship pedestal mount. Primary weapon reliability goes up through the roof. The repairability goes down, but the crew aiming goes through the roof. So we'll have that, that's for sure. We can also stick a crew storage on there just because we can. See if that will give us more room to stick more things inside of it. Well, that will take another 3 days. Just like that. That is now done. So we've now made a load of different bits. Not going to lie though, I may redo this simply because we have more tech now, which gives us more ammunition inside the tank itself here, which is vital. It's going to cost us a bit of money. We can't just modify the other one, but we're going to do it because that is usually a pain. So that's another 8 days. They haven't actually asked for anything yet, so we'll wing it and then use that one. The low track running gear is now a thing. Excellent. So now we can actually think about getting that Whippet tank involved. I do think it needs another engine though, that Whippet. So we're going to have to start working our way down here. Looking at this. Power plant. T2. Yeah, there we go. That's what we need. T2 power plant, which we don't yet have. We only have this one, which is T1. Go to here. That is a T2. That is a T1. That's type. That is a type 1. So we're going to have to go and grab this engine. So we'll work over here. Enhanced power output. These will give us better engines in general. Twin carburetors and everything else. So we'll get that working. That's another 5 days. We have more materials delivered, so we're pretty much at our maximum almost. We'll live with that. And some more from China. Those have come. Excellent. Got plenty of materials now. We can't afford any more until we start producing some tanks. We're just going to have to wait a little while till our engineering is done. Oh, here we go. There's another company established. And they don't have any tank bits yet either. They have more things than us. Competition is rife and they are brilliant apparently. They've got lots of engineers and mechanics. We now have the enhanced power output. That research is done. Get it straight onto the side valve engine. That's 10 days. Excellent. And our project will be done shortly. Oh, here we go. Heavy infantry support concept added. So this tank, this is what they want. They want a mass of around 28,000, no more, preferably. Firepower soft, so that will be machine guns. They want it to have mobility, which includes going over obstacles and getting around. And protection, so passive and active defensive potential. So we're going to have a gander. So we have a look now. This is what they want. One of the tanks that they want. Concept is born of the anticipated need to cross trenches and suppress machine guns. This is intended to travel over difficult terrain, resist small arms fire, and fight enemy infantry units. So that's probably going to why they want lots of firepower soft on it, which is machine guns and things. Soon there will be a contract here to actually give them a prototype. Soon we can give them one. So our new hull is ready. And we don't want to do any more in here. We only have 50 engineers altogether and 40 of them are permanently in the research section. So now we can stick together some of these parts that we have built. That was the first one. This was the second one, which has ammunition storage in it and everything. So we'll happily have that. Running gear, we'll have the improved one which we did, which had the different tracks on it and such. Power unit, we've just got the Bob standard engine. The soft weapon, well, secondary weaponry, we can have the improved MG. The turret, now they wanted soft, So that will be the female one, which is this, the one that we built earlier, which can house more machine guns in it. So they're now going to be in there. So far, this is going to take 19 days. We may need to swap some people from research over to help complete this. Now we have to put the crew in. First of all, this slot, we need a commander first of all. We can swap his face around, but we'll leave him to it. This is what we need. So we need a driver for sure. And then it gives you an option of the different people that we could stick in here. So we need gunners for a start. 3 of them, and then we could do with some mechanics. So that will be 2, and then we're probably going to have 1 spare, which we are going to utilize as well. And he's going to be a... well, we can just stick another gunner in, and then 2 mechanics like that. That way, this thing will be able to shoot the enemy massively, and also hopefully be able to keep going. These aren't the most reliable vehicles, so having a surplus in mechanics is going to be quite vital. And having more crew on the guns is always better. I may even stick this man into another mechanic. That way there's double the amount there, and hopefully this will reduce transporting issues and other issues, which we will come across for sure. It's not the most reliable. Might as well stick a load of men at the mechanic side of things. This is all unknown because this is a untested design. We're going to call this the Squirter Mark 1. Simply because it will be squirting lots of machine gun fire out of these MGs, and we'll go for that. So yeah, this is going to cost me a bit of money, materials, parts, manpower and things to set up. So we're gonna get this done rapid. So if we swap some of these men, put that down to 10, and whack this up to 40 in here. There you go. Now it's going to take 5 days, which is good because we ideally want to get this testing as well, and we've got the other tank to build and get testing as well with the cannons in it. So here we go. The other tank company has made this design. We need to beat. Looks very similar to ours, so we're going to have to make sure that we actually do a better one, or at least make it cheaper somehow. We have another company coming in as well. They're probably going to go for the ones with the cannons on the side. See how we get on. The Squirter Mark 1 is now a thing. We can stick it in trials. This costs money as well and would take 12 days. We can now also start thinking about getting the other one ready. This will be very similar. Go for the male Mark 1 like that and stick a cannon on it like so. Excellent. Well, now we're going to stick some men in it to crew it. It'll let me. There we go. Have this up down here. 1 driver. And then we're going to have different things in here. So 2 gunners and a loader this time. And then 3 more mechanics again, because we want this thing to be as reliable as possible, which it isn't. Oh, I didn't put crew in here. Oh, man, I forgot to do something. Oh, I'm going to need to do that first. I'm going to have to make another one of these. So, what I forgot to do was put gear in the selected crew gear. Oh, man. This is going to cost me, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to do another one of these. And hopefully we'll get it done in time. So all that is now the same, or at least it should be. And then we need to stick some of these in. So your crew can have things inside of it. So we're going to give them some rifles. Going to give them some overalls for crew comfort. Comfort increases everything. We could stick them on with some crew face masks. That will help protect them. The awareness goes down, but we've got loads of upgrades that whack it up, and the aiming will go down a bit. But again, we've still got lots of things that will go up. The safety of the crew will go up massively, which is good. So we're going to have to waste some money and get this done. This will be the squirter. Mark 1.1. And have that going. That's a little bit annoying, not going to lie. Wasted some money there. I'm going to have to leave that video at that. I got giddy, not going to lie. I kind of forgot that I need to do stops in between the recording. So thank you very much for watching. The next one should be on your screen right now. If it isn't, it's not out yet, but it will be shortly. So make sure you join the Discord as well. Make sure you stay in touch. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye!